Hello, and welcome to another episode of Making Music in a Van. Today we're on beautiful Gambier Island. We're going to be looking at using project alternatives to help you keep your sessions organized. So let's go. Okay, so I've got a project here opened up, which ended up having quite a few tracks. We've got up to 71 tracks here. Kind of a standard setup: drums, acoustic guitars, vocals, electric guitars, quite a few different electric guitar parts actually, and some organ here, some percussion, and some hand claps. Throughout this project, I did a few different overdubs and worked in a few different studios, so I used project alternatives to help keep my session organized. I'll show you how I did that. I'm going to show you how we started this session. I'm going to go down here to project alternatives. You'll see my list of all the different alternatives I've saved. So let's go to the very first session. So here you'll see we've gone down to 2 tracks. This first track you see here, this was actually recorded on an iPhone using GarageBand. So this was used just to demo the song. I'll play this quickly for you.
I'm a prisoner in my hometown.
So this is just vocals and acoustic guitar. You can hear some reverb in there. This was actually recorded in an underground parking garage, so a little bit of natural reverb there right in the demo. Then once we brought it into Logic, what we did was added a drummer track to it.
In my hometown, I walk the.
So this gave us a beat to overdub all the rest of the instruments. I'm going to go to my project alternatives again. We'll go to our acoustic guitar session. So this is where we added acoustic guitar along with a scratch vocal. So we've now got our original demo that was done in GarageBand. That's muted. We're moving on from that, and we got a cleaner sound with these other recordings. So in my acoustic guitar session, here you can see basically did 2 full takes of the acoustic guitar and a few little punch-ins here and there. So you can see right here, we punched that in just to clean it up a little bit. So the nice thing with project alternatives is I can always go back to my original acoustic guitar session. If I realize that I need to grab something from it, it's always there for me. So that's one of the real great things about using project alternatives, is you can keep your original session the same and make changes as you move on. So for example, we'll go to our vocal session, and same here. We did about 4 full takes of vocals, and then we did a bit of a little comp. Took some of it from take 3 and a couple words here and there, but mostly we used take 4. And again, since I've had this set up as a project alternative, I can go back and grab anything I need to from here. And then we just built it from there. So every session that I did, I wrote a new project alternatives. So once we did the drums, I no longer needed that drummer track, muted that, and now we have our drums. So I did that all the way to the mixing stage. And then you'll notice on my vocal track, for example, I no longer have that comp track set up. I've glued it all together and just left with the one track. But since I have the project alternative and I have my original session, if I needed to replace anything, I can go back and grab anything I need to at a later date. So that's one way I use project alternatives. If I've got a song where I have a lot of different recording sessions, then it's easy to keep your tracks organized that way by having a different alternative for each session. Some other ways you can use project alternatives are, for example, if you have different arrangements of songs. If you're working in advertising, you'll a lot of times be asked for different lengths of your composition. So maybe you'll have a different project alternatives for a 60-second version or a 30-second version. So I hope this has given you some ideas on how you can incorporate project alternatives into your sessions. Please don't forget to grab your free Logic Pro X hotkey cheat sheet by following the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Nowhere to run when you're